Hello?
Hey, this is Mark with Bluegrass Home Buyers. You spoke to Lino, my partner, last week. I
Yes,
don't know
sir.
if you remember. I'm just circling back with you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. This is Mark. I'm right here in Lexington. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, no, you caught me at a great time, man. Always good to
Awesome.
hear when something positive is about to take place.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I try not to take too much of your time. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
My name is Peter
Pete.
Williams.
Peter Williams. Nice to meet you. Because I was looking at the notes that Lionel had left, and to be honest, it's chicken scratch. I
Hmm.
couldn't I couldn't tell what name he wrote, but anyway. So um, again, this is Mark, and um, I just wanted to see if we could work something out. What I'd like to do is just ask a few questions about the property, see whether or not it qualifies to put into our portfolio. Does that sound good with you?
Oh, well, I got a few minutes to answer the question.
For sure, for sure. And by the end of this phone call, Peter, I can promise you one of two things. So we are either going to say, yes, it's approved, and I'll have an offer for you, or I'm going to go say, uh, hey, man, it's qualified. Unfortunately, we weren't able to buy it, and I'll give you a reason. So we don't buy every property, Peter. We come across a lot of them, so we are a little bit picky and choosy what we bring into our portfolio. So can you grab a pen and paper real quick? I'm just going to have you jot some information down.
Give me a second. I
Okay.
don't have one right available, but give me a second. Matter of fact, I'll use the notepad on my phone.
No problem.
Is that okay? Yeah, I'll do the
That's
same thing.
perfectly okay.
Go ahead.
Awesome. So my name is Mark. So MARK, have you HAV as in Victor ULA with Bluegrass Home Buyers. I am also a licensed investor in the state of Kentucky with Keller Williams. Uh, my phone number, and this is my direct line. You can reach me anytime via phone call, text message. It's 859 800 2716. And
Yes.
just so I know you have that right, can you repeat that phone number to me?
859 20. Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I got an ambulance
Yeah, no
going
problem.
past. 800 2716.
Yes, sir. Yep. 859 800 2716.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that ambulance is going by.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in the big city.
Awesome. Perfect, perfect. Well, um, so I see that you're looking to sell the property, Peter, and honestly, like I mentioned, um, Lionel's notes are horrible. If I'm being honest, I can't really tell his handwriting.
Yeah,
He said that
I
you're
told him
trying
that
to.
I listened for the offer. He asked me how much was I asking for. I said I'd consider the offers that I'll get. Instead of offering, saying what I want, I may be lowballing myself or, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I completely
So,
understand. He mentioned that you might be looking to move out of Kentucky if we could work out a deal. Is that right?
yeah, because again, it's it's time for a change of pace.
Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. To be honest with you, I completely understand. I just helped the seller yesterday. He was, well, he's actually, he's an older gentleman. I don't know how old you are, but he was an older gentleman. He had a property that he had for the longest time, and he just got tired of taking care of it. He had some tenants in there, and they honestly were beating up the property real bad, to the point where he just, it didn't make sense for him to keep it. The longer he kept it, the worse it got, that sort of thing. So he's just looking to get rid of it. and we were able to work something out and take the property from him or buy it off of him. Um, so in the event that we could get to a number that makes sense for the both of us, Peter, um, where do you think we'd have to be?
Uh, well, at least market value, you know. That'll give me what is the going rate. Say about 300,000, 325.
Mm-hmm. I honestly have no idea what the market value over there in that area is. So I don't know. Um, you might not know either, but if you were to take a guess, are you saying it's probably 300, 325 is what you're wanting?
Yeah, that would be sufficient. It's a 4 bedroom, three bath, 2.5 car garage, 1,800 square feet. You know.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. I was looking at the PVA, uh, and I don't know if it's updated or not. How long have you owned this property?
Oh, say about 8 years.
Okay, because I'm looking in 2018, and just to make sure I got it right, is that 21410 Barks Drive, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking at it, and the owner since 2018 is a fella named Yu Feng Q. It sounds like it may be an Asian guy who lives in New York.
Oh, well, I'm definitely not an Asian guy.
The spelling is Xuuque Fang. So I don't know. Did you recently buy it off that gentleman?
No. You know,
Huh.
yeah, I know that there's a lot of scheming going on and people alter deeds and documents. Even heard stories of people stepping up, trying to sell properties that weren't there on these Airbnbs. So maybe you gotta double check.
Well, Peter, I'm googling, or not even googling. I'm sorry. I'm on PVA, Scott County, PVA, Kentucky, and I'm searching for Peter Wilson, and I'm getting no properties in your name in Scott County.
Well, then, if that's the case, then how you end up with my number calling me about it? And how did your partner end up talking to me the other day about it? Come on, now. I don't have to
Yeah. So
verify. I
here's
don't. I ain't gotta prove it whether you're gonna sell it for me or you're gonna buy it from me. It doesn't matter. It's still mine. So it don't.
got it.
You
So
know
what we
what I'm
do?
trying to say to you is, I don't. I don't have that energy. So all I'm saying
No,
is,
you're
if
good.
you
You're
if
good,
there's an
Peter. So the
issue, then we could end this conversation, and then that'll be cool. It won't be no harm to you, no harm to me.
For sure, Peter, I completely understand. What I'm doing, how we get phone numbers actually is we pay for softwares, and whenever we upload a phone number, it'll pull any phone number it thinks might be attached to a property, and that's how we came across your phone number.
Oh, see, see,
So
see. So what I like to say, Mark, is that obviously my number's attached to something, even if the other system is saying it's not. My name is not. I
yeah,
just
so
say
it was.
this technology is. I'm an old-fashioned person. I like paperwork, documents, easily verifiable at the county level. You know.
For sure, and I hope you understand. I'm not trying to assume anything or
Oh
anything
no,
like
no,
that. We're
because
just
again, I still possess what I possess. It does, it's not like you could go and take it from me.
Yeah, for sure. We're just trying to do our due diligence. We
Yes.
want to make sure we do it right the first time, and we don't have to keep going back
Yeah,
and
but
forth. Cause,
I just
you
say
know,
that because if you say your system is showing an Asian guy, then I think maybe you should try to reach out to the guy that you're saying that's coming up and see how that turns out. And then you could always call me back. let's try that. Let's try that then. You know, let's try
Well,
that.
I'll take your word for it. Um,
Nah, I
to be
don't
honest,
want you to take my word. I want you to do as your system is suggesting and find that particular person and then see if they, correlate to what I'm saying. Or
the
rather
PBA.
dispute. Yeah. Because again, I'm not a real estate agent, so I don't know how the industry is set up. I'm quite sure you're inclined to having public records at your disposal.
Well, Peter, to be honest with you, completely honest with you, um, like you said, technology. It's always there's bound to be some sort of error. There's bound to be some sort of thing that's not working out. So that's all right. That's completely okay.
Yeah.
I take your word for it. You sound like you know the property very well, like you're the owner, right?
Yes.
Even if the name's showing up as some sort of Asian guy,
Of
I
course.
suspect it's an
Of
Asian
course.
guy just
Yeah.
by the name, but
Yeah. No.
I
No.
might be completely wrong.
Nah. But I get it. I get it because again, I'll look into it on my side because that ain't supposed to be. But again, this is mine's for the last 8 years, and that
Yeah,
will go
yeah,
back. That will go back to 2015.
got it. Sounds good. Well, look, ultimately, what I'd like to do is, like I mentioned, ask a few questions about the property, and I'll go back to my underwriters, and they're going to give me a number. So this isn't a traditional real estate transaction. I'm actually working with you. It's me against them in the back. So that if you have that number in mind, which sounds like it's that 300 or 325, I'll relay it to them and hey, here's this number. They're going to do their market research, and they're going to come back and say, hey, we can do it. Hey, we can't do it, or hey, this is where we have to be. That sort of thing. What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Is it is it a family friendly? Is it a more rental area over there? What can you tell me?
Well, I'm not a community assessor. All I can say is I can survive in a lot of different environments, and for the most part, it's a come and go. If you wish to interact with neighbors, they tend to be at least basically friendly. But I haven't been invited to no one's house, and I haven't had anyone over to mine's. Only my family and relatives that come to visit when they're in town. So as
Gotcha.
far as I sleep, I've slept safely there when I've slept there.
Hmm. Gotcha. Sounds like you. Sounds like you currently don't live there, right? It's a
No,
rental property for you.
no, yeah. I'm looking to let
Gotcha.
it go.
Gotcha. Very cool. How long, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you rented it? And because the reason I'm asking this question is if we decide to rent it out, it just kind of gives us an idea of what we should expect, what the rent kind of looks like
Well,
in that area, that sort of
actually,
thing.
I had a family that wasn't so how should I say caring, and that would say about 32, 30, 36, 34 months ago, like almost 3 years ago, and since then I've just fixed back up what they were tearing down and basically just pay my property taxes and been moving forward like that.
Yeah, man, it happens.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, there's
because
some people who
I'm not there to
don't think.
always watch everything, and again, next thing you know, I end up with squatters.
Yeah, yeah, I believe you. It's unfortunately like I was talking about it. It's part of it, and it's very unfortunate. There's so many people just don't care. It's not their property, so they don't care about it. They think that it's they think they could take advantage of a landlord who is honestly doing. doing everything they can to care for them as well, right? I've met a lot of folks that really care for their tenants, and me personally, on my rental properties, I do. And so, like I mentioned, some people respect it, some people they unfortunately don't. There's nothing you can do. And then you try to evict them, and they trash up the place even more. Is that right?
Well, I'm saying I didn't have that experience, but I do know that those horrors occur.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Well, would you say most of those homes, they're probably more owner occupied, right? Or are they more rental?
I can't tell you. I just see people that seem to care for their property, so I would assume they must own it.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you feel about, I think, well, it's kind of hard to ask you, but they have me ask anyway. How do you feel about the neighbors on both sides? Have you had a pretty good experience with them? Nothing bad?
There's no legal situations. Never no cops, nothing like that been called. So I can't really say I'm a like to myself type of gentleman.
I respect that.
You know, I can't say. You could tell me better. You tell me how you think about the neighborhood. I'm quite sure you dealt with other homes in this area.
Well, yeah, we close to it. Yeah, in my experience, most of them might be rentals, especially when you're getting closer to Georgetown, closer to downtown. That's just part of it. But I usually like to start from the outside, like I mentioned. You probably had a bunch of calls from other people. We do this. We're legit. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not all about just numbers. We like to ask questions about the property. We're very thorough about it. We want to give you an answer on the phone, whether it's a yes or no. So
Hey,
that was a
hey,
little
hey.
bit about the outside.
Mark, I'm so sorry. Right now, I just getting the situation unfolding. Please call me back again. I enjoyed talking to you, but right now I really have to go.
Yeah,
I
when's a
totally
good time
forgot
for me to
about
circle
something
back?
that I have to move the car, and I'm looking at the time, and the street sweeper should be coming through this area
No
shortly.
problem.
All right.
No problem. When's a good time I can circle
Again,
back?
I told Lenham, that's you said his name. After 6 is
Yeah.
good. This was like an impromptu moment, so I just took the call, but
Okay.
I don't already overstayed my time
No
on the
problem,
line.
man.
I'm sorry about
Let's
that.
do that.
Again,
No problem. Let's do
and
6.
look up that the name that you do see, so then we can move forward. Cause I would like to,
For sure.
hopefully, I gotta look up you guys and see. Cause again, man, you guys called me out of the blues, and I ain't do nothing to really verify that I'm dealing with So all your questions make me say, and time for me to start asking questions. All right. So
For
call me
sure.
back
For sure,
after
Peter.
6. Okay. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Sounds good.
Bye.
I appreciate it. Talk to you
Thank you.
soon.